For almost 3 decades, the gates stood tall. However, this is no tale of the building of the city that the gates stand at, but its destruction. Wildfire burnt everything on the outside of the city behind the gates. Was flooded with black ash sprinkling down, and the thick depth of smog clouds filled the streets of the city. The sky blood red in appearance, but this wasn't caused by any normal wildfire. No, this was started by a dragon. The dragon, a massive red-scaled giant dragon, had made the forest its home. Home? What is this word? It means a lot to many races. To the dragon, home was its lair. This forest was an ideal spot. It had plenty of food, and if it dared, the dragon could fly and burn farmland that sat opposite to the forest along a winding road that led to the giant gate of the city. The dragon used the trees of the forest to lure sheep into it. However, how it did this, it spread like wildfire, and these stories attracted the attention of plenty of adventurers who thought they could take the dragon on. Some even tried to steal from its hoard of valuables. Many would never return from their quests, which led to bounty being placed on the dragon by the council of the city. As more adventurers arrived in the city, they took these bounties and walked into certain doom. Soon, the city compiled a search party to look for the dragon. This would be a futile effort, as only one member of the search party survived, and they had a tale of carnage, fire-blazing corpses, and a menacing figure of a dragon rising above it. The survivor muttered to a crowd, "I have seen the end of our city. The gates cannot save us." The crowd seeked the city council, and the council, which had formed a bounty and a search party to deal with the dragon, they were not so thrilled with their citizens breaking their doors down and flooding in, demanding action to be done. The council reluctantly agreed, and they sent a raven to ask for help from neighboring cities. The ravens flew to other cities in the region, but help would not come in time. The dragon was impatient, and was sick of all these beings coming into his forest and trying to murder him. He attracted the survivor to the city, and he watched as the ravens flew away, and decided to let it go. It wasn't coming back in time. The first signs of something being wrong was the fire that rose from the forest. The city saw it and decided to send people to go fight the fire. Upon arrival, these brave firefighters were roasted alive by the dragon, who for many of these people was being seen for the first time. The dragon flew up and landed above the forest canopy. It stepped forward and roared as loudly as it could, frightening the inhabitants of the city into a mad panic. The dragon blew fire into all patches of the forest, in which started to catch flame, spreading at a rapid rate, burning everything and anything in its unholy sight. The council deployed many guards to the city gate, barricading the forest gate, ultimately trapping the citizens, as the other entries were unintentionally sealed by the crowded fleeing and the accidents that ensued in the chaos. The dragon approached the gate, and through the fire he burnt down the gate that had stood for 3 decades. It melted fast, like water being in contact with a very hot degree of flame. The dragon smashed through the debris once the door was gone. The once metal and wood masterpiece that highlights the strength of the city's defenses that had stood against other invaders were now ruins due to a dragon fire. The guards were waiting, however. They fired their arrows and formed a spear wall in the streets. The dragon reacted first by fire, roasting as many spear wielders alive, and second by a swift change of position, lifting off the ground and landing on top of the supports of the once mighty gate. The archers fired a volley and the dragon took those, the scales deflecting them. It had enough of the archers, so it flew down above them and landed behind them. The archers watched in horror, some sprinting for their lives, and others standing strong and firing a volley after volley at the dragon, as it prepared to kill them all. In the end, the dragon struck fear and pillage the once mighty city, but many debate these accountings, since most perished to the dragon on that day. What became of the dragon, you may be thinking? It flew north, having grown tired of the burnt forestry and the barren wasteland of the city. It decided to settle on an island with its own kind. Forever, the dragon would be known as the one that destroyed the city that could stand the test of time. Thanks for watching this video. This is day 1 of the 9 videos, so we've got 8 more to go. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story. You can also go read the text version of this. There's a link in the description down below. It's gonna be way more like, I tried to fix my fucking way of writing by speaking properly around it, so I'll try and fix it up before I put it up on there. It'll be up on vocal, so yeah. Alright, thank you for watching, and if you want you can subscribe, but you know, you don't have to. Bye bye.